Today, we're going to be talking about how to make your own potassium-based liquid fertilizer for your garden, saving you money, time, and giving your plants their best chance at growing nutritious food for you and your family. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. Today, I'm going to talk to you about comfrey. Now, comfrey is an amazing plant and an herb, and I talk about it in a lot of different videos. A lot of people are looking for ways to fertilize their gardens without having to buy commercial fertilizers. Guys, you need comfrey. Comfrey is so high in potassium, or better known as potash, okay? So it's super high in it. So it's a great plant to use to side dress around like tomatoes. Tomatoes love it. Or to use in your composting piles, or to make a foliar spray with. Now, I talk about all the uses of comfrey in different videos, but today's video is just about comfrey. Now, we have small livestock on our farmstead, and I actually use comfrey as a way to help my breeding does, aka rabbits, stop bleeding after delivery. Doesn't happen often, but sometimes I'll have a doe throw a lot of blood. That's not a good thing. So I will feed her comfrey a day or two before she delivers and a day and two after she delivers to stem the blood, okay? Because comfrey is an amazing plant. Now, we just got a 24-degree temperature 2 days ago, and my comfrey's looking a little weak back there. So what I have decided to do, my liquid fertilizer for my foliar spray started. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a 5-gallon bucket, cut off all those drooping leaves that were hit with that 24-degree frost, and I'm gonna get it in that bucket, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Now, it's gonna take at least 3 weeks for this fertilizer to be made, which is about perfect, because I'm hoping to get all of my plants in the ground about the first, maybe second week of April. So that's gonna give me just enough time to get this liquid fertilizer made, so that once my plants go in the ground and I side dress with my worm castings, my compost, and my rabbit manure, my foliar spray is ready, and I immediately, the same day that I plant them, that evening, I will begin once a week comfrey foliar sprays throughout the entire grow season, which for me in zone 9A, 9B in Southeast Louisiana is about 7.5 to 8 months long. So these guys will be fed potassium the entire grow season. So let's go get the bucket. Let's get the comfrey, and I'm gonna show you how to make your own comfrey tea. Okay guys, so what you see here is our comfrey. This is Russian Bocking number 14. You can see where we have some damage from at 24 degrees. Like, you can just see it, right? So those are the leaves that I'm gonna remove from this, and it'll bounce right back. It's a very hardy plant. I did not cover it. It got down to 24 degrees. And it's gonna be just fine. I don't cover it through the winter. I don't dig it back up. It lasts every time. So what you're gonna need today, if you already have comfrey, you're either gonna need some shears or scissors. If comfrey bothers your skin, it does have teeny tiny hairs. Hear that? Okay, so for some people that's irritating to their skin. Doesn't bother mine, so I'm just gonna bare skin it and rip the leaves off. You're gonna need a bucket and a lid. I have a stone right here to hold it down. Don't be shy, just get in there, pull those leaves, into your bucket they go. Anything that I see might be damaged, looking a little weak, where the freeze really was heavy on it, I'm just gonna pull that up. Guys, you cannot hurt this plant. Now, a lot of people are gonna tell you that comfrey will take over your garden. Cool thing about Russian Bocking 14, it does not propagate itself through seeds, only through root cuttings. So when it flowers, I don't worry about it. I've had these same 2 plants out here for 3 years, still just 2 plants. If you catch my meaning, it's not gonna take your garden over. It's just not gonna do it. Not this type of comfrey, okay? So once you get all your leaves, once you get your leaves in your bucket, you're gonna go ahead, put a heavy stone, a brick, I have this cool little rock, drop it on top. You wanna hold those leaves under the water. Now we're gonna fill this bucket up about 3/4 full of water, put the lid back on it, and leave it alone for 3 weeks. All right, everybody, there is our Comfrey liquid potassium fertilizer making. Notice the lid is on it. It is out underneath the shed in the front of my property, nowhere near where I live or my animals live. Let me tell you why. It's gonna stink. It's gonna turn soupy, nasty black. And in about 3 weeks, you're gonna be like, what is this? What does she want me to do with this? This is what I'm gonna want you to do. I want you to leave that bucket with that lid on it totally alone. In the sun or out, doesn't make a difference to me, but away from your house because it's gonna stink. Let it sit there and just make a concoction of nastiness. When you're ready, you're gonna go to the dollar store or Walgreens and you get you some knee highs. Gentlemen, if you don't have a lady in your life, ask the sales lady, she'll show you where they are. Put that over your sprayer. Pour this through the knee high, okay? It's gonna strain out any bits and pieces that could clog your sprayer. This is a very important part. Don't wanna be taking your sprayer apart, having to clean this out. So definitely strain it. Now comes the dilution part. The best way to dilute your Comfrey tea is a 10 to 15 to 1. So if you use 1 cup of Comfrey potassium fertilizer, you're gonna need 10 cups or 15 cups of water. Depends on what you're using it for. You can find better videos out there on the research. Me personally, it's 10 to 1 for everything. But some people like to be more technical, and we get that. So you guys can look that up for yourselves. But you definitely want to dilute it, guys. Everything that's left in that knee-high or stocking, dump it in your compost pile or directly around your plants. It will finish biodegrading right there, adding organic matter back to your soil, feeding your microbiome, okay? So there's so many things that you can do with Comfrey. This is a way to make your own potassium fertilizer while having a plant on your property or your farmstead or your homestead that can literally help knit bones back together. The old people called Comfrey bone knit, okay? So, very interesting plant. Guys, I cannot cheer it on enough. If you do not have Comfrey yet, you want to get Comfrey Bocking 14. That is the Russian type. In fact, the Russian type is actually a little higher in the potassium end of it, okay? So then just your regular Comfrey. So very interesting. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna start a new playlist on making your own fertilizers. Fertilizer cost is so expensive right now, and you don't need to buy it, guys. Follow along, watch what we do here at Starkey Farmstead. We have a 1/4 acre market garden that I'm gonna have to fertilize this year. And I'm gonna do it with everything that I make, create, grow, or feed on this farm. And I'm gonna share that knowledge to you, and I will help you work out whatever issues you have with whatever you have in your hand to create your own, okay? So it's a learning channel. We would like you guys to row in our boat. We would like to row in yours. So please like, comment, and subscribe. The next video coming up on fertilizers will be how to make your own nitrogen fertilizer. You guys are not gonna wanna miss that. It is nasty, it is interesting, and it's gonna absolutely blow your mind. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you for watching here at Starkey Farmstead. Get out there, get ready. We just entered spring, guys. It's almost time for the world to bloom. Have a blessed day. And here's a free tip. If you guys worm form or are thinking about worm forming, Comfrey is a great addition to your farm. Because what you can do, you can take the leaves of the Comfrey plant, blend it up in a blender, pour it into your worm bins. It makes your worms grow faster. It increases the nutritional density of your worm castings. And it's just a free food to feed them. Really great overall plant in every single way.